Welcome to Operations and Supply Chain University. I'm Jerry Wright. I'll be taking you through the Introduction to Lean Six Sigma White Belt video series. So in the Introduction to Lean Six Sigma White Belt, we'll have several learning objectives, as you can see in here. We want to explore what is Lean Six Sigma, what is Lean, what is Six Sigma for that matter, and then we want to look at the 8 wastes using the acronym downtime. We'll do an overview of the Lean Six Sigma toolbox, and then where can you apply the Lean Six Sigma tools? Examples of applying Lean Six Sigma tools will also be shared, as well as the different Lean Six Sigma belt levels. We want to look at the white belt, the yellow belt, the green belt, and the black belt. And then what are the next steps that are logical for you on your Lean Six Sigma journey? So first, let's dig into Lean Six Sigma white belt. What is Lean Six Sigma and what is Lean? So what is Lean Six Sigma? Lean Six Sigma is the combination of 2 methods of continuous improvement approaches or philosophies. Lean is really focused more on customer value and then the reduction of waste. And we'll talk more about waste in a moment. Six Sigma is oriented around reducing variability in a process. Lean is a simple and straightforward methodology that is easy to learn and apply immediately. Six Sigma methods typically require more data analysis through statistical tools and therefore take more time to learn and apply, but also have more capabilities than just Lean by itself. Let's explore each methodology in more detail. So Lean is focused on customer value. Think of it this way. Customers don't want to pay for products, features, or services that they don't find valuable. Anything, and I mean anything, that the customer perceives as not valuable is technically considered to be waste, meaning it's not valuable. So in Lean, the primary goal is to increase customer satisfaction by reducing any elements in the products, services, or processes that are not valuable. As we think about Lean in our daily business or work processes, Lean means the waste or the excess has been trimmed or removed from the process, the product or service. The process that provides value to the customer is as quick as possible, and then the fewest resources are used to meet or preferably exceed customer expectations. So there are 4 goals in a Lean enterprise when we think about what we're aiming for. The first one is to improve quality. If you don't take care of quality, then you're going to lose customers because they lose faith in your product or service. Next, we want to eliminate or reduce waste. Most people think that this is the primary goal of a Lean enterprise, yet it's the secondary goal. Think of it this way. In improving quality, I'm going to have very little scrap, and I probably have very little rework. So automatically, I'm going to have less waste, and I'm probably going to have a pretty efficient process. So again, the primary focus is improving quality. Next, we want to reduce lead time. Think of lead time as when I've placed an order for something to when I receive it. It includes the work time, the waiting time, the delay time, the shipping time, transit, and everything. Lead time is always the longest time. And then finally, I want to reduce total costs. Now, total is underlined and in red for a reason. I don't want to move cost from one area to another area and essentially say, oh, look how much leaner I am here, and now I've had to hire people in this department. That doesn't make sense. I want to reduce total cost to the entire enterprise. So I want to shrink the amount of money we're spending or the amount of labor or overtime or material we're buying in total, not just move it around from department or function to function. So where did Lean originate? Lean's been around a long time. Lean as we know it today was developed by Toyota in the 1950s during the rebuilding of Japan following World War II. Eiji Toyota and Taiichi Ono were both invited by Henry Ford to go visit the Dearborn Ford Automotive Factory in Michigan. Now, when they got there, they were pretty surprised. At the time, Ford was producing about 8,000 cars a day, and yet Toyota was only making about 500. The Ford workers are approximately 10 times more productive than the Toyota workers. And so the Toyota folks said, oh my gosh, we're going to have to get creative because one, they didn't have a lot of money. They were near bankruptcy. The entire country of Japan was challenged. And so what Ono and Toyota learned from their visit to Ford and other companies that they saw started to create what they call now the Toyota production system. So TPS. It's a different approach to automotive manufacturing. You can see in the photo on the right, that's kind of what manufacturing of cars looked like back in the 1950s. Now, Toyota is heavily influenced and created what we'd call world-class manufacturing. Ultimately, world-class manufacturing became termed as lean by about the mid-1990s. And again, Toyota has been considered the leader in doing world-class manufacturing and what we now call lean for 75 years or more, very long time. Now, how common is lean today? So lean was introduced outside of Toyota, so it came to the US and outside Japan back in the mid-1990s with the best-selling international book called The Machine That Changed the World. You can see that that's where they talked about the story of lean production, how Japan's secret weapon in the global auto wars will revolutionize Western industry, and realistically it has. Now, according to Industry Week magazine, back in 1995 timeframe, less than 5% of the companies in the United States were applying lean principles or lean methods, the things that we call lean today. Now, by 2000, that percentage jumped to 17%, so a 12% increase. And then by 2007, so just 7 years later, roughly 70% of manufacturers were doing lean. Now, really good lean, not so good lean, just some level of lean. They were at least aware of it and starting to work on it. So we went from 5% and, less than, I guess, 5 and 7, 12 years later, we had 70% of companies in the United States looking at lean. So pretty amazing. All right, thank you. This is the first video section. We'll look forward to seeing you in other video sections.